Hello my friends and welcome back to my channel and welcome to Vlogmas Day 24. So Merry Christmas Eve. So for today's video, this is another video where myself and Kim at A Girl on Her Phone and Edie at Edie's Adventures and Sandy over at Life with Sandy have all gotten together and decided to do the same type of video. And we are making for you a hot beverage. How perfect for Christmas Eve. So I am going to make two hot beverages. I am going to make what is it called? We call it, well, it tastes like hot eggnog to me, but it is called, what's it called? Warm vanilla custard drink. It literally tastes like you are drinking vanilla pudding. It does. It's very different. It's good. I enjoy it. Is it my first choice? No, but when I get tired of tea and when I get tired of hot chocolate, I run to this because it is different. It's very desserty. And depending, as always, depending on the ingredients that you choose to use, the points can be a huge range. I am not a fan of almond or any of the seed milks. I just don't like the taste. But if you do, by all means, use that because it's definitely going to cut your points. I'm just going to use 1% milk. Eggs are 0 for us WW people, so no need to worry about that. And then you can use either like monk fruit or your favorite sugar replacement or real sugar, depending. I am not going to be drinking this today. The boys are going to be drinking it. So I am just going to make it with regular sugar. So you can make this for, I think, correct me if I'm wrong, but 1 cup of almond milk is 1 point. So if you make this with almond milk and replacement sugar, it's a 0-point drink. For me, the way I'm making it, it won't be because the milk will be 4 points and then I don't know how much 2 tablespoons of sugar is. But like I said, you can make this as little as 1 point. So just pretend I'm making it that way. I'm going to turn you around, show you what we need to make it, and then show you how easy it is. Okay, very simple ingredients and probably ones that you have right in your home. We need 2 cups of milk, any kind you'd like, 1/4 cup of sugar, any kind you'd like. We need 2 eggs. We need a pinch of salt. We need a 1/4 teaspoon of vanilla extract. And we need some ground nutmeg. That is all we need. Let's get making this drink. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to heat our 2 cups of milk and our 1/4 cup of sugar in a small saucepan until it begins to simmer and it just comes to a boil. You do not want a hard boil. You do not want it to boil over or scorch. So just be patient and do it slowly. The just boiling milk will cook the eggs enough so you are not eating them raw. I know that bothers a lot of people. We use raw eggs in our eggnog, so I'm okay with it. But doing it this way will cook the eggs just enough. So I am just going to let this come up to a simmer and then a very light boil, and then we'll be back. I have it at about, on my gas stove, at about a 5. Okay, while the milk's heating on the stove, we're going to get our egg mixture ready. So I have in my bowl 2 eggs. And to that, I'm going to add a pinch of salt. And I'm going to add a 1/4 teaspoon of vanilla. And I am just going to get those very well mixed. So it's ready to go, and we will just set that aside. Okay, our milk was simmering and then came to a quick boil. I took it off the heat, and now what I'm gonna do is add just a little bit of the milk mixture to the egg mixture. I'm just gonna use the measuring cup that I use to measure the sugar. I'm gonna put about 2 tablespoons in while whisking constantly. If you don't whisk it constantly and you put too much in, you're just gonna scramble your eggs. This is called tempering, and it's used when making custard and a few other things. Basically, you're just warming the eggs up slowly so they don't cook. And I'm gonna do it a couple times. And then once they're warmed up enough, you can go ahead and you can put all of the milk right in. If you do not temper it and you just dumped all of the milk in, you'd end up with little bits of scrambled egg in your warm vanilla custard drink, and you know, that would not be tasty. Okay, so there is our mixture. I'm gonna get this in a cup. I'm going to garnish it with our nutmeg, and then we are going to have a celebrity, not a celebrity, a guest taste test. Okay, I have my 2 taste testers here. Adam just got off the treadmill and got done running, so it's not like he really needs a hot beverage, but this one just came in from working with the chickens, and it's only about 15 degrees outside, so he can use a warm drink.
Yes.
So this is, guys, it is warm vanilla custard.
Here, I'll give...
It literally tastes like, I think,
warm eggnog.
Or warm vanilla pudding. So let's see what they say.
Yeah, it tastes like bread pudding to me.
Bread pudding? There's no bread in it.
It tastes like bread pudding, like kind Mrs. Ewan makes.
That's good.
You like it?
Yeah, I do like
that. It's different.
Yeah, it does remind me of vanilla pudding. You're right.
I wanted to do something just a little bit different. Because like I had never heard of this until I saw the recipe for it. You know, we all do the lattes and the chais and all that, so I figured this was a little bit different. So
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Little do they know, they shouldn't drink this whole thing because they're gonna have another taste test coming up. Now maybe I'll do the next taste test.
I'll do it too.
We'll see.
Don't
So
lie to me.
apparently the warm vanilla custard drink is a hit.
It's a hit.
Let's move on to our white chocolate peppermint hot chocolate. Okay, moving on to our white peppermint hot chocolate. We are going to need, again, some milk of your choice. We're going to need some white chocolate chips. Now, to lower the points, you can use the Lily's chips or, you know, something sweetened with stevia. This is what I have. This is what I'm using. You're going to need some peppermint extract or peppermint oil. If you use peppermint oil, it is 4 times stronger than extract, so you'll just want to use 1 drop of it. And then you're going to need some candy canes. I do not have candy canes, but I have the crushed candy canes, so this is what I'm going to use. I just have to figure out how many. You can use 1 whole candy cane in the hot chocolate itself and then garnish with another candy cane or 2 candy canes. I am going to use 3 tablespoons of the crushed peppermint. Then some whipped cream to put on the top if you so desire. Once again, any kind you would like. This is just heavy cream that I whipped with a teaspoon of powdered sugar. But you can use Ready Whip, Cool Whip, whatever it is that you love. And then this is totally optional. I just have some melting chocolate. You can also use the chocolate chips because I just want to try to garnish the mug in a pretty way since, I don't know, I'm going through all this effort. I might as well make it pretty. So that is all we need. Let's get it started. Okay, to make our white chocolate peppermint hot chocolate, we are just going to start the same way we started with the last one. And we're going to put 2 cups of milk. into our saucepan. And this time we're going to add a 1/2 cup of white chocolate chips and either 1 whole candy cane, or this is 3 tablespoons of crushed candy cane. And then we are just going to heat this over a medium heat until the chocolate chips and the candy canes are all melted and the milk is warmed through. So I'm just going to stand here and just kind of keep an eye on it because I have a feeling it can happen very quickly. And get that ready to go. And we are going to also prepare our mug because we are going to take this to the next level and make it a little fancy. Not something you have to do for every day, but it'll be fun and it'll look festive. So we'll work on that. Okay, in a microwave safe bowl, I just have a few of my melting chocolate wafers. You can just use regular chocolate chips too. I had these, I figured I would use them. I am just gonna melt this in the microwave at 30-second intervals until it is melted and nice and smooth. And then on this plate, I am just going to lay out some of the crushed candy canes. You can put these in a bowl too, but I'm gonna be honest with you. It's my last clean bowl. Okay, our chocolate is melted. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take the mug that we're gonna be serving it in, and I should have done this on a plate. Okay, see, live and learn, live and learn. I thought about doing this on a plate and then didn't, but I guess it would melt better in a bowl anyway. So now we're gonna put it on the plate. Spread it out a bit. Take our mug, and we are just gonna rim the glass just like if you were making a cocktail with our melted chocolate. Get it nice and swirl it around. And then we're gonna take our crushed peppermint and do the same thing, swirl it around. And then I'm gonna just pop this in the fridge so the chocolate hardens up. Look how pretty and festive that looks. So we're gonna pop this in the fridge so that chocolate hardens. It only takes a second, and we're gonna finish up the hot chocolate. Okay, our chips are melted. Our candy cane is melted and the milk is heated through. So now I'm just gonna shut off the heat and I'm going to add a little bit of peppermint extract. I did taste it and it is pepperminty. So the recipe calls for a 1/4 teaspoon. I'm gonna add just a little bit less. Just gonna add a little bit to give it that little bit of push. Okay. Now we're gonna get this plated up or mugged up. We're gonna take a look at it and then you know what's next, the taste test. Okay, everything is done. Our chocolate is hardened on our cup. I've got some whipped cream here and my peppermint. So we are just going to pour it in our mug. It's a pretty pink color. Now this is a huge mug. This does make 2 servings. We're gonna put a dollop of our nice whipped cream. I made the whipped cream nice and soft. I didn't make it hard. And then we're gonna do a little sprinkling, or you could just put a little candy cane in there. And there we have it. Look how beautiful that is. Let's see how it tastes. Okay, got my 2 taste testers back. In the meantime, Adam showered. That's why he looks completely different. So I did it in the cute hot cocoa mug. Adorable. But then I also did it in one of the clear mugs, and look how pretty that is because you can see the hot chocolate and then the layer of whipped cream on top, which has since melted. So, because I made it really soft. So we are going to give these a taste test. I have not tasted it yet, but I have a feeling I'm going to love it. So guys, which one here? You want this one?
Sure.
Careful, it's very hot.
Yep.
They'll taste it and then I'll taste it. I have a feeling it's going to be very decadent, like very filling and decadent, and you can't drink a whole lot of it decadent. The rimming got a little...
Yeah. Yeah.
Probably have one of these and be satisfied, but it's really good.
It's filling.
Mm-hmm.
It's very filling, isn't it?
Rich.
Like
It's very rich.
this cup, as cute as it is, too much.
It's a
Yeah.
lot.
Yeah, so we're definitely, that's supposed to serve 8 ounces of milk each, but then by the time you add the whipped cream and the chocolate to it, it's going to bulk it up a little bit more. So I think you could get 3 smaller servings, like maybe like a little mug this size. See how it's only about 5 fingers tall as compared to, like this is probably maybe a 6 or 8 ounce mug, where this is a 12 ounce mug. So I definitely think less is more in this case.
I got to the really hot chocolate.
Oh, okay. I think less is more, but is it delicious? Oh, my turn? Let me
I was
taste.
waiting for you to take it from my hands, but I guess you never did. Yeah.
It's good.
That's really good.
That is absolutely delicious, but yes, you cannot drink too much of it. So I would definitely put it in small glasses, and I think rimming the glass definitely adds to the experience.
It's cute. Just don't put it where your mouth is going to be.
Yeah, it makes it a little harder to drink.
Makes it a little harder to drink, so maybe leave out a little spot. So there you have it. Like I said, with the points, it depends on the milk you choose, the chocolate chips you choose. You could definitely do this much lower point by going with an almond milk or skim milk. I think almond milk would just... maybe it's because I don't like the flavor of almond milk, but I think it changes the flavor of things. Like I tried to use it once to make my chai, and it was not palatable. So maybe a fat-free milk, if that's the route you want to go. You could use Lily's chips. You could use sugar-free Starlight mints to crush up. So you could really, really lower the points on this and have a very decadent, very holiday, very cozy, warm drink. So that is it for us. I thank my taste testers. They're always so willing.
Oh, thank you.
Anytime.
They're always so willing. And I thank you for taking time out of your busy day to watch this. I wish you all a very, very Merry Christmas Eve. I hope you have a wonderful day and wonderful evening. And that is it. I will see you, friends, in my next video, which will be Vlogmas Day 25 for a Christmas tag. Have a great one, everyone.